Boom. Record. I need the whole world to know. I have been living with this since 2001 or 2001 or 2. I had just got custody of my son in court. I don't want to mention names. There were others involved. But the most important thing is I want to say this. My son, like, I just got custody, and when a man gets custody of a child and the mom doesn't, then that's weird. It's just fucking weird. All right. And I also got repossession of my home, so that I could raise my son in a home. But doing that by yourself is hard when you don't make a lot of money. I ended up losing my home. That's further down the line, but I want to go back. My son was playing with some other kids in a backyard, and these kids were doing like this train, like they're walking, like each person is part of a train, and they're all just kind of like da 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 da, walking through the yard, and the person in the front, the kid in the front, stopped. That stopped the train. Where's Kyle? I'm not supposed to say names. So he's in the back, and he's trying to, follow the train. So the whole thing stops, and he falls. Hits the dirt. He hits the dirt. This was a year when there was a drought. No rain. The backyard was just dry as a bone. It's like, he fell down on his butt. And he was hitting like clumps of dirt and maybe rocks, I don't know, and he had bruises on his butt. He did. A couple times that those kids would, he'd get up and they'd start moving again, and then it would stop again and he would fall again. So he had bruises on his butt from that. And it came to be Sunday where my child had to go back to the other one, the mother. I'm trying to not incriminate anybody with my words, but I need to talk about this. I need to. She ran with that. I gave my child back to the mother, and she saw bruises on his butt. And she asked me, why? And I says, well, I did spank him. He did get a spanking that night because he was really, really not listening. He was just really unruly. I wanted to divert his attention and show him my authority. But that wasn't the reason why he had bruises on his butt. It was because he was playing in the backyard with these other kids, and that's where that came from. And you can clearly see they were round. It wasn't a handprint. It wasn't a belt. And first of all, I don't hit kids. I don't spank kids. I gave him a swat on the butt, and that was the first and last time I ever did that, because the repercussions just devoured my whole life. I got a lawyer, and I went to court, and my lawyer and the judge said, if you want to take this to a jury trial, you can. But because you said you spanked him, it could backfire on you. And I trusted my lawyer's opinion. And he says, Keith, just take the charge. Because there's a bigger chance that you won't win in court. And I didn't want to bring a lot of... I wanted to go to court with this. I really did. And I didn't want to draw everybody back into the same situation we were all involved with and interrupt our whole lives. And just... It would become just a nuisance and more of a problem. So I pled guilty. I did. I pled guilty because I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money to take this to court. I didn't have the money. I didn't even have a good lawyer at the time. It was like whoever I could find, whatever. So I took the charges. And I got charged with child abuse. I spanked, this is how it's written. I spanked my child and left bruises on his butt. And I did that. I didn't leave bruises. It was from an incident earlier in the day. That's what people don't understand. And I was told that it was going to be really hard to prove that in court. So, and I just got custody. I just got the house back. I got custody of my son. I just got all that. And I'm not getting child support because when the courts gave me the house to live in, she was supposed to leave. But there was equity in the house, and because her name was on the mortgage, she got equity, so she didn't have to pay child support for like 5 years. So I was just trying to live on my own income and trying to raise my child and this and that. So I took the charge, and it's not true. I didn't leave bruises on his butt. I spanked him. Yes, I did. I corrected him. I wanted his attention. I wanted him to know that he was being really wrong. But my intentions weren't to beat the shit out of my child. Not after all of what just happened. Anyways, I want everybody to know that. That happened back in 2001 or 2002 or 3 or something like that. Quite a few years ago. And it still bothers me to this day. The one good thing that came out of me pleading guilty was I had a chance to take the state paid for this. They put me in parenting classes and anger management classes. That's probably pretty standard. So I did all of that. And I passed everything with flying colors. And I did that. But I want everybody to know that I did not leave bruises on my boy's butt. I don't beat kids. I don't do that. That's not me. That's not the kind of guy I am. That's my story. That's it. I mean, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I know I didn't do it. I saw the pictures because the officers took, when she called the police, they took pictures of his butt. He's 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. So, and it was a clear. It was clear to see. It was not a handprint or anything like that. So, and I got reprimanded like big time after that. I was they hated me. I'm a child abuser now. And I thought my life was over. I'm going to lose everything. But somehow it kind of all worked out for the better. I got parenting classes. I learned a lot about parenting in I took two 12-step programs for parenting classes. And I was also, not only that, I was on probation for a year or 2 years. But I learned a lot with these parenting classes. It's important for parents to take parenting classes and learn more about how to raise a child before you actually have one. I think that's important. It really is. So that was it. That was the whole thing. Now my son is. It's been so long, you guys. He's 25 years old. I mean, it's been so long ago. So, and that's the only time I have ever been charged with child abuse. That's bad. That's bad, people. When you get charged with child abuse, there's so many jobs you can't have. What if I was learning to be a teacher? That's gone. That's out the door. I should have fought it in court, but I was scared. I was scared for 2 reasons. 1, I didn't have enough money to pay for it. 2, the jury could have deemed me a liar. And there's no way out of it. And I would have spent time in jail after that. Because of the jury. Because if it would have had to been a jury trial. That's the only way. The judge even said that. Says it needs to be a jury trial because of the abuse, the elected abuse. So I just want to say that over and out. Peace. I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy. I promise you that. I don't hit kids. I don't do that. I don't do that. And you don't do that either. Don't do that. I had to get this off my chest. I really did. It's killing me to keep this inside of my body, in my mind. And I know a lot of people that really know me know that that's not the kind of person I am. But the people that don't like me, the one person that don't like me, she starts to tell everybody what happened. And now there's a lot of people that have their opinion based on what she said, not what I said. Because now I'm a liar. And now I'm a child abuser. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's just the way it is. We have to learn to live with stuff like that. We have to overcome and circum our challenges. And in every bad situation, something always good comes from a bad situation. And a good thing happened to me after all that. That part I'm grateful for. Have a nice day. I love you all.